The Kayfabe Crunch is kept safe by Halibut Briefcases. We keep America secure by ensuring its wrestlers have their contracts protected. Don't bother negotiating with your employer for job security during a crisis. They won't listen. The only security you need is your meaningless paper stuffed inside a reinforced, galvanized halibut briefcase.
The Kayfabe Crunch. Then. News. Forever.
Bad news. This is your Kayfabe Crunch for Saturday, April 18th, 2020. I'm Vic Vertebreaker. On this day in... Actually, can we stop the music, please? Oh, yep, I forgot. I'm in control of that now. To be frank with you all, this week has been one of the most difficult of my entire professional career. I've almost finished calling each of the 316 Kayfabe Crunch employees to let them know they've been released from their contracts. And personally speaking, it's been hell. For me. No one ever thinks how difficult it is for the messenger during this time. In fact, historically, they like to shoot us. So just spare a thought for myself and people like Mark Carano at this time. You can clap for us at 8 p.m. if you'd like to show your solidarity. I don't want to presume though. You can decide that yourself. Just looking at my list here, I've got 3 or 4 names left to call, and then I'm done. But to tell you the truth, I'm emotionally drained already. Due to the ongoing global pandemic, we've of course had to make certain business decisions that, well, they're quite frankly necessary to protect the most important people to this news outlet, who are, of course, our shareholders. But all that aside, I'm still here. As I say, still a few people left to call to deliver the bad news, but I'm here. I'm ready to get on with the wrestling news. So, let's take a look at the latest from SmackDown. Sorry, I'll just have to take this, I think. JD, could you edit this out later? Thanks. Hi, Chris. How are you?
Well, not great, Vic. The Slack channels have been blowing up. Everyone's saying you fired them.
Well,
contracts terminated and without proper warning. And, well, you didn't call me, so I'm just looking for some clarification, because what the
Okay, Chris, there's no need for the language. Just calm down and we can talk about this.
Oh, I'm calm, Vic. I've got total clarity. I'm zen.
Look, I was going to wait until after I recorded today's issue before I called you, but... Well, Chris, unfortunately...
If you fire me, Vic, I swear I'll march you straight to the courtroom. I know about your personal wealth. I know how much this company has in cash reserves. I know about the donation you made to the re-election campaign using subsidized company cash flow. I swear, Vic, if you fire me now during a global pandemic, I'll make sure it's a public relations nightmare for you, the shareholders, and every other evil in that boardroom.
Chris?
Yeah.
Would you like a raise? A lovely raise, and how about a new title? Chief Journalist. How does that sound?
That sounds excellent. I'll see you Monday.
Okay, well, I think we can stretch for that. Can't have any of those secrets getting out. Okay, now let's get on with the... Oh, okay. Yeah, I better take this one as well. JD, could you edit? Thanks. Yep. Hi, Bracayla.
What the Vic?
Yeah, I know. I was going to call you after.
I didn't think you'd realize it this soon, but I think you've made the right decision.
Sorry? What decision?
To fire everyone apart from me. It's been obvious for months now that I'm the only employee you'll ever need. I can do it all. I know how to download TikTok from the App Store. I have 700 followers on Insta. And I've already watched 2 whole series on Quibi. I'm essential, Vic. And you know it.
Right, except the thing is, Bracayla...
If you fire me, my daddy will sue you.
It's funny you called, Bracayla, because I was actually just about to reach out to you to promote you to head of social media.
And
make you our brand ambassador.
Thanks, Vic. I knew you'd make the right decision.
Oh, wow. I hope I can swing all of this with the shareholders. JD, could you make sure to edit all of this out? Actually, you know what? I may as well. Hi, JD. Yeah. Yeah, I'm good. Just to let you know that unfortunately we'll have to terminate your contract. Yep. No, I actually forgot you were there that night. Nope, definitely don't want that one getting out. Okay. Yep, you've still got your job. Yep, the executive producer title as well. Bye. Well, whenever you get this file, JD, obviously edit out all the phone calls. Especially now you're getting the mega bonus. I think it's the least you could do. Okay. And now let's get on with the essential entertainment news. Top story: Monster Among Sheep. SmackDown opened with a moment of bliss, a feature with optimal branding, as a moment of cross sounds like a show hosted by a far-right blogger. They welcomed their guest, Braun Strowman, and together they congratulated him on his win at WrestleMania. Nikki Cross managed to recap the match using 4 words: spear, 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 and spear. Yep, that's all that happened. Strowman congratulated them both on their tag title win, in an act of what social media Braun Strowman would refer to as virtue signaling. Alexa then switched gears. What's with that? Why can't WWE get their gears in line? And addressed Braun's interaction with Bray Wyatt from last week. Braun stated that no one knows Wyatt quite like he does. I can think of 2 other men, however, they're no longer with the company. Braun is fully focused on trying to forget his past, and claims to not owe Wyatt a thing. Reports are flooding in that Wyatt actually paid for Braun's travel expenses during his first tours with WWE. So, maybe a few lobster dinners here and there, but otherwise Braun is correct. Mr. Strowman then claimed to have achieved everything on his own, which is not entirely true. But as he has over 200 pounds on me, you certainly won't hear me arguing why. Alexa Bliss tried to continue her show, but Strowman became distracted by a shiny object in the corner of the ring, much like a massive cat would. It was a gift that the Universal Champ incorrectly assumed was from Bliss. The monster above all other men opened the box to reveal a black sheep mask. So it appears the gift came from the local fetish community. Oh, that's nice. And now it's time for your fast count, the call from talent relations of news.
Moxley defeats Hager in what was promoted as an empty arena match, which these days is like saying Moxley defeats Hager in a match where both men converted oxygen to carbon dioxide.
To close NXT, Tommaso Ciampa was attacked by an unknown male. Have you seen this man? Oh, yep, podcast, got to remember that. Have you seen a man?
Baron Corbin calls out a member of the AEW roster.
Come on, play me a song, Santana, let's go!
Timothy Thatcher wins NXT Tag Team Gold in his debut. With a Thatcher and a Tyler coming from the British independent scene, WWE looks to create its first ever stable of roofing contractors.
Sheamus defeats Denzel Dejanay, a man who is not so petite, but still ate defeat for breakfast.
Daniel Bryan qualifies for Money in the Bank, and if he wins, he will redistribute that money evenly among small businesses.
Tamina speaks for the entire WWE universe.
This is a small. I wear extra large.
Pineapple Pete eats defeat on All Elite. Not sweet, just sour. And we'd rather Sammy Guevara didn't blather after.
By branding their show The Bubbly Bunch, the Inner Circle makes reference to something so old that younger AEW fans will believe they invented it.
Howard Finkel passes away at the age of 69. No jokes, just respect for the greatest ring announcer of all time. And that's your fast count.
You've been counted out. You're all fired. I have no soul.
There's just time to remind you that there's a lot of professional wrestling out there. In fact, while WWE continues to release new content on a weekly basis, there are hundreds of independent promotions with thousands of hours of matches available on a variety of streaming services. It's important to say this, and we're the news, so you legally have to listen to us. These companies need your money now, more than ever. We will, regrettably, continue to bring you the latest news from WWE programming as we reevaluate our own news output. But consider tending to the saplings during this difficult time, because the old oak trees aren't going anywhere and the forest needs a future. Not really sure why I chose trees as a metaphor here. I think I just really miss the outdoors. Join us Tuesday when we'll bring you all the latest from a morally bankrupt but cash-heavy company. This has been the Kayfabe Crunch, your not quite daily, not quite news, bump for the world of professional wrestling.
The Kayfabe Crunch is kept safe by Halibut Briefcases. Use code CRUNCH for 44.44% off your next order of a dozen Halibut briefcases. Climb that ladder and reach for that contract. And feel safe in the knowledge that your championship opportunity won't fall prey to weather damage, fire damage, or a change in creative plans.
The Kayfabe Crunch.